How's everybody? Y'all know the drill. Recap video is up. Hearts are pumping. Ooh, I gotta make sure my man is not in the video. Sorry, gotta go this way a little bit. No, we are not doing invites. I don't know why y'all think I want to talk to y'all in the morning. Good morning, peoples. Good morning. Please make sure y'all checking out the recap video before y'all come in. Y'all know how this goes. Hey, Soul Tree. Hey, Dar. Dar, this time let them just talk. Let them run their mouth. I don't really care. They ain't got nothing to do over there in YouTube land. So let them just run their mouth. On TikTok, they can get banned. On YouTube, it really don't matter to me. I'm trying to get my hours up. Hey, BK. Hey, sis, I'm tired of all this. Every day is something. Look, y'all want me to stop doing the recaps? I'll stop doing the recaps. I'll go back to gossiping. Good morning, Suzanne. I will go back to gossiping. I promise y'all. I will go back to just gossiping and tea. I think I'm going to make my back page my gossip and tea page. Because this page has turned into something else. No, I get my news from you. Noel, you play too much. Good morning, everybody in YouTube land. Recap. All right, guys, y'all know how this goes. 10K hearts, and then I start running my mouth. We got a lot of stuff to recap on. Whew, good morning still. Good morning. Do I need a husband? No, my husband's in the kitchen getting ready to go to work. I'm just, just saying. That was cute, though. You tried. We need your recap. Thank you, Suzanne. You eat yet? No, I had my drink. I had my coffee this morning. I'm going to eat when I get off. You're welcome, cuz. Please make sure y'all go into the recap video. Please make sure y'all looking at the recap video. Y'all know what they do to me in the beginning because you know who I'm talking about. If I'm talking about Frumpy and his lifted toupee, y'all know they're going to hold my video. What, Emmy? Not right now. Cuz I'm about to do a video. I'm on live. You're my favorite news lady. Why? Somebody called me the ghetto Aaron Parnas. That's what they called me. They called me the ghetto Aaron Parnas. Damn it, Emmy. Okay, hold on. Everybody, Emerald want to say hi. You want to say hi? No, stop it. Say hi. Now you in it. Now you in there, okay? You are my daily routine. Ooh, don't put that in. Don't put that on me. I don't want to be nobody's daily routine. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all going to check the recap video. Like, share, comment. Do not comment boost. Comment something you actually see. Because that's the only way people are going to find me is if the video is moving and my live is moving. I don't do gifts. Do not gift me on live. I just do hearts. I think I'm getting a bump on my nose. No. Good morning, crazy in YouTube land. Hey, everybody from YouTube land. I need more rants from you. I will see what I can do about that. Y'all understand. I've been up since 6:30 this morning making this video. Rants, or sometimes I don't have that shit. Sometimes it ain't in me, okay? It's just not in me. And now we are at 10K. Let's get with it. The first thing I want to talk about, I'm going to get this shit out the way. Frumpy has created an AI version of what Gaza will look like. Has anyone seen the AI version of Gaza? I'm just asking. Has anybody seen the AI version of Gaza? Y'all saw that, right? Okay. So, all the shit I was talking last year about him turning that bad boy into a resort. Look it up. I put pictures in my video. I can't put everything in there because y'all know they don't like AI that much on, on the page. But He created a whole AI version of what Gaza would look like. Basically, it looks like Havana, Cuba, but with a lot of a lot of frumpy statues, a frumpy plaza, a frumpy hotel, him dancing, him and Putin on the beach relaxing. Yeah, I told y'all this is what this man wanted to do in the beginning. He wanted to turn that shit into a resort, and he is trying to do that as much as possible. He is trying to do that as much as possible. Him and his boys are going to be down there chilling. Okay? Him and Benny and Putin gonna be down there chilling. We told y'all, and I'm gonna say this for all the leftists, all the Palestinian movement people, all the Muslims. Where are y'all? I don't see none of y'all in the streets. Where's Jill? I don't see none of y'all marching in the streets. I see everybody marching for trans rights. I see everybody marching for DEI. Where are y'all at? I'm asking for a friend. Because they planning something behind the scenes. They ain't planning shit. If they was planning something, they would have been out already. It's what? How long he been in office? A month and some change? It's time to move now. Everybody else seemed to got up off their asses. Y'all had time to get off y'all's. Y'all had time to mobilize. Ever since y'all won in November, y'all had time to move. Jill the scammer. She did it again. She did it again. Hey, Maria. All right now. On top of that, Frumpy has decided that he's going to make a gold card. A gold card worth $5 million. Okay? No gifts. No gifts, y'all. Only hearts. Y'all want to gift me? Go look at my video, comment, like, and share. There's going to be a gold card. It's going to be for foreigners. But it's not just going to be for regular foreigners. You actually have to be rich. You have to be a rich foreigner. It's going to be worth $5 million. It will give you access to the United States. That is your green card. That is your visa. That is your citizenship. You get access to the United States. You come and go as you please. Now, Frumpy said that the reason he's giving this card out is because, excuse me, I'm such a dude today. The reason he's giving them these cards is because he feels like they're going to bring money to the U.S. and they're going to pay taxes. But last time I checked, didn't he say he was eliminating taxes? He said there wasn't going to be no taxes. And if y'all look at his tax plan, the 1% does not pay taxes. They get a reduced tax. They get money. They get like 30 something, $200,000-$300,000 some $1,000 off their taxes. He's opening up the doors for his foreigners to come in, like Russians. There was a Russian billionaire that just bought a penthouse in New York. He's given access to his people. He wants Russia to be able to come over here freely. He wants Izzy's to be able to come over here freely. Saudis and everybody else that he's stepped in with. They're all going to be over here. And y'all think that's going to be good for us? No. The 1% don't pay taxes. We do. So all that shit he talking about, these green cards, yeah. We going to be, and where the fuck the $5 million going to go? Because he did not say where that $5 million was going. He did not say a word about where that $5 million was going to go. Is it going to go to taxpayers? Is it going to go to infrastructure? Is it going to go to economy? Is it going to go to Medicare? Where's the money going? Is it his pockets? I think so. Somebody said money laundering, which that made good sense too, because you know he be broke sometimes. He can't grift no more because MAGA is mad with him. Actually, MAGA is sideways mad with him. They really mad at Musk, but I don't know why. Because Musk may have, the power, but Frumpy is the person that's telling him yes or no. I'm just saying, I'm asking for a friend. This is not good. According to the Telegraph, Iran is on high alert. Iran is on high alert in fears of attack from the U.S. and Izzy. And they're talking about nuclear attacks. Iran has put its defense systems around its nuclear sites on high alert amid fears of attack by Izzy and U.S. According to two high-level government sources, the Islamic, these damn braces are fucking with my life. The Islamic Republic has also been blustering differences around the key nuclear missile sites, which include deployment and additional air defense and system launchers. Officials say the measures are in response to growing concerns of potential joint military actions from ISI and the U.S. It follows, huh, babe? Okay. It follows warnings from the U.S. intelligence to both the Biden and Trump administration. So y'all already know if Iran steps in, I ain't trying to go to war. But you know what? If we do, send all those people that just signed up to Frumpy's war, Frumpy soldiers, send them. Send all the Frumpy soldiers that happily signed up when he got elected. Send their asses. Let them go. They want to fight for their king. Let them fight for their king. Go. Let them all go. I'm for it. You want to go fight? Go fight. Let all the Republicans go. That should be the choice. Whoever starts the shit, they people need to go. Not us. Okay. So Alania's up to his tricks again. Alania calls for whistleblowers to report government waste. Frumpy weighs in on accountability. So President Frumpy commented on the email Elania Musk, Doge, and federal workers. What did you do last week? Now, Frumpy is saying now that if they don't answer the email after Elania asked them a second time to do so yesterday, remember? They're saying now they're going to be they're going to be fired. So I still wouldn't answer that shit. I still wouldn't answer that. I would let that shit ride. I would let that shit ride. I would not even answer that email. A big up for HBCU. The USDA reinstates the HBCU scholarship program after Frumpy's administration suspended it. That means every student that are part of those HBCUs that I mentioned earlier, I think it was last week, they've gotten their agricultural grants back so they can focus on farming and agricultural aspects in the U.S. Love you. Let's see. Apple. Yeah, sorry. Apple to open AI server factory in Texas as a part of, oh, shut up, y'all. I knew y'all was going to start that shit. Shut up. They ain't got nothing. Focus, okay? Focus. Okay. Y'all do know I got a man. Okay. His name is Mr. Big. Okay. Oh, that was cute. Get back on topic, okay? Back on topic. Apple to open AI server factory in Texas as a part of the $500 billion U.S. investment over the next 4 years. Now, Apple is also... I'll wait. Get it out. Get it out. I'll wait. Get out whatever y'all got to get out so we can focus back on what's important. Get it out now. Get whatever y'all got to say out, okay? Come on. Get it through. That way we can just get to the real shit. Let me know when y'all done. Are y'all done now? So we can get back to work? Y'all only know I got like an hour and some change. Okay? Y'all get on my nerves. Get it out. Oh my God. Okay. On top of Apple opening up that AI server factory, they're also going to be hiring 20,000 workers. Okay? 20,000 workers will be hired. Now, I want y'all to keep in mind, Apple still gets its minerals and its coltan from the DR of Congo. Okay? They still get that shit from the DR of Congo, which M26 is highly in, which Rwanda has hired them to get. Okay? So Apple's still not a good place to get your phones. If you got an Apple phone, you need to get that shit away because they still have Starlink. Okay? Starlink has access to your phone, which means Elania has access to your phone. And I saw on a TikTok of a girl calling like customer service at Apple. And she said, I don't want to update my phone, but I need help. She said, this is what you do. She gave them a customer service number. They said, if enough of y'all go up there and tell them that y'all do not want to update your phones to Starlink, so Starlink has it. No, it's not on Android. So Starlink has it. They will get rid of Starlink. If enough of y'all call that phone and say, hey, I'm not upgrading my phone, because once you don't upgrade your phone no longer works, which means they're not getting paid. Call that customer service line and blow that line up. Don't let them up there play you. Tired of y'all asking. I do not do that. Frumpy directs ICE to track down and deport children who came to the U.S. without their parents. Immigration enforcement officers have been directed to track down and deport migrant children who arrived in the United States without their parents. More than 600,000 immigrant children have crossed the U.S.-Mexico border without their parent or legal guardian since 2019. According to the government data, Frumpy signed executive order upon returning to the White House, rolling back certain protections for migrants, which forbade ICE officers from arresting them at certain locations, including schools and churches. But now they're about to start hunting down kids. Children. They're hunting down children. Forget everything else that's going on in this country. They want kids now. I had to get a special shout out to Rachel Meadows, who called out MSNBC. She told me it was a bad mistake to let Joy Reid go, and I agree, because I feel like Don Lenham, Joy Reid, and a couple other black people about to get together and they're going to have their own network. I really feel like they about to have their own network. I really feel like they about to open up their own shit. And if that does happen, everybody going to flock there. Ain't nobody going to be listening to them no more. And it ain't going to just be us. It's going to be everybody that wants to be in black folks' business. Lester too, yep. It's going to be everybody that wants to be in black folks' business going to be right there with them. They want DEI. They want segregation. They're going to get it. Emmy, shut up. It's not that serious. What's wrong with you? Now, this is crazy, but I saw it coming. Federal government shut down EV chargers and offload electric vehicles. So when Biden administration took place, all federal cars that were gas were turned out, and he brought in electric cars because y'all know Washington, D.C. is very heavy populated, and everybody's moving at one time. I thought that was smart. Cut down on the pollution. Well, Frumpy has decided to bring that back. The U.S. government is shutting down its network of electric EV chargers and may even sell off newly purchased EVs, according to internal plans and General Service Administration, the agency responsible for managing federal buildings and vehicle fleets. The decision marks a major shift away from the previous administration push to transition federal vehicles from gas-powered engines to cleaner electric alternatives. So they're going to pollute Washington, D.C. again. Yay. Whoop, whoop. It's not like we got other shit to worry about. And here's great news for everybody that likes to fly. Here's great news for everybody that loves to fly. Elania and Starlink gets FAA contract. Excuse me. They get an FAA contract. That's trillions of taxpayers' dollars. I don't know why I got so many burps. The Federal Aviation Administration has agreed to use SpaceX Starlink internet systems to upgrade the information technology networks it uses to manage U.S. airspace, raising new concerns about conflicts of interest for CEO Elon Musk in one of his other roles, that of recommending federal cuts to the FAA. So what Elania is doing is he's cutting contracts and all over. But the contracts he's cutting, he's bringing to his company. That's why Doge has not produced any savings. That's why there's not really any big savings happening, because the contracts are going to be remade for his business. He's firing all the FAA heads so his people can take over, so he can be in charge, so he can get a profit. This was never about cleaning up anything. It was about making sure that he got federal contracts. That's it. I love this news. Girl, if you don't stop staring at me, come on. Come on. I ain't got time for this shit. I'm trying to get this work done. Exonerated 5-member Raymond Santana announces run for New York City Council. Focuses on criminal justice reform, education, and affordable housing. Let's wish him good luck. If you are in New York and you're part of that area, make sure y'all vote for him. Don Lemon blasts Megyn Kelly for rejoicing in Joy Reid's cancellation. He told Megyn Kelly to go F herself. You know, I'm starting to love him, and Jasmine Crockett, because Jasmine Crockett told Elania to go F himself too. But we all know Megyn Kelly is a big ass racist. Okay? And, you know, I'm going to make this very clear for everybody in the chat. There's no such thing as reverse racism. You're just getting your feelings hurt, okay? There's no such thing as reverse racism. You just don't like the truth. Your feelings are getting hurt, okay? That is all it is. Your feelings are getting hurt about the truth about your people and your culture and who you are as a person and what you benefit from. I keep saying that. There is no such thing as reverse racism. Black people cannot be racist to a system that was built on their backs to put them down, okay? That word was created by y'all. Share it, love it. Don't y'all start fighting in here. Separate now. So that's just what it is. Your feelings are hurt. There is no such thing as reverse racism. There is no such thing as that. We cannot be racist towards white people. It's impossible. Y'all benefit from the system more than anyone else in the world, okay? Your feelings are just hurt. And you need to pull your feelings aside and understand that the history that your people have created and the history you live in and some of the history that you still live by has nothing to do with anybody but your own decisions. And the reason people see you the way you are is because of those decisions. And Megyn Kelly is one of those people. Ron DeSantis is in trouble. He wanted his wife, Casey, to be the successor for Florida governor. He wanted to put his wife as Florida governor. Like, he can't get no more money. But Frumpy is not having that. Frumpy does not want Casey being governor of Florida. He is tapping our good old raccoon boy, Byron Donalds. Byron Donalds is Frumpy's runner for Florida governor. He's a black man. He's a black man. That's it. That's it. Thank you, Deandra, about the hearts. I appreciate it. Yes, guys, keep pumping the hearts. I don't need gifts. Just keep pumping the hearts, okay? Pump, 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 pump. That's all I ask for. Um, this is kind of crazy, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. A high schooler in Tennessee is suing his district after graduating with a 3.4 GPA. That's great, right? The problem is he can't read or write. I'm gonna let that sink in. He cannot read or write. But Clarksville has a 100% graduation rate. 100% graduation rate. So, the Clarksville Montgomery County school system in Tennessee is being sued by a former student referred to as William A. Despite graduating in 2024 with a 3.4 GPA, William was unable to read due to undiagnosed dyslexia. Nobody asked him if he needed help. Nobody saw his problems. Nobody saw nothing. They let him go by. Now, the only reason I'm reading this is because Tennessee is hell-bent on putting the Bible in every classroom, making sure that students K through 12 read the Bible with no interruptions. They're making sure that drag shows don't happen. They're making sure students are not able to leave and be at home and learn from home after a school pew-pew. But they can't teach their students how to read and write. They can't diagnose dyslexia. This is what the Department of Education is for. So students with dyslexia, students with ADHD, ADD, students with those issues have a smaller class so people can pinpoint those issues. They have tests for those things, but the Department of Education won't be able to catch them. And if the district does not provide those things for those students, all they cared about was their 100% graduation rate. That's it. The lawsuit alleges that the school district failed to provide him with any free, appropriate public education required by federal law. In 2025, a federal appeals court ruled in Williams' favor, affirming that the school had not met obligations under the Individuals with Disability Education Act. They don't care about your children. Red states do not care about kids. They care about you having kids. They care about making sure you have those kids because they need workers for these factories that are about to come to this country. They don't need smart people. They need uneducated people so they can control them. An uneducated mind is easier to control. And we're seeing that widespread because MAGA is turning on its back, trying to figure out what the hell happened and what they voted for. This is great news. Over 20 shit, I cannot stand these braces. Ugh. More than 20 civil service employees resigned from billionaire frumpy advisor Elania Department of Doge Efficiency, saying that they're refusing to use their technical expertise to dismantle critical public services. They said, we ain't doing that shit. We're fired. We quit. We're leaving. And I quote, we swore to serve the American people and uphold our oath to the Constitution across presidential administrations. The 21 staffers wrote a joint resignation letter, a copy of which was obtained by the Associated Press. However, it has become clear that we can no longer honor those commitments. The employees also warned that many of those enlisted by Muskie to help him slash the size of the federal government under President Frumpy administration were political ideologies. Were political ideologies who did not have the necessary skills or experience for the task ahead of them. They don't have the credentials to be there, but they are there. Hi, Stanley. They don't have the credentials to be in those offices, but they're in those offices. And the people who are actually experienced in those spaces to help run the federal government have just retired, have just left. That's a good thing and that's a bad thing. I can see it from both sides because now we ain't got nobody monitoring their asses. The mass resignation of engineers, data scientists, and the product managers is a temporary setback for Muskie and the Republican president. Tech-driven purge of the federal workforce. It comes amid a flurry of court challenges that have sought to stall, stop, and unwind their efforts to fire or coerce thousands of government workers out of jobs, y'all. I swear I'm about to snatch these hoes out. They have changed my speaking pattern. So aggravated. So now the people that are experienced in that area are not there. Ohio University displays biological sex bathroom signs in wake of new state law. So it says biological men and biological women. I really hope somebody else walk in there. I'm gonna go up. So federal workers in red states come to an accumulation of almost a million people. Almost a million people. And they're all being laid off. Y'all voted to be laid off. Y'all can go see this picture. It's in my my recap. 1 million. And yet your Republican constituents, your Republican reps have not said anything. They've not said anything about y'all being laid off. Now, one thing. They're okay with that shit. Y'all voted for racism. Congratulations. That's just how it works. Now, here's something. This may be for like factory workers and stuff, but aluminum producer Alcoa said on Tuesday that Donald Trump's plan to impose a tariff on aluminum imports could cost about $100,000. I'm sorry, could cost about 100,000 U.S. jobs just because of the tariffs. So 100,000 people will be laid off. 100,000 people will be laid off. And would itself not be enough to entice it to boost production in the country? I keep telling y'all, tariffs are not for nobody but us. That's more money in his pocket that taxpayers will have to pay. And a lot of companies cannot afford these tariffs, so they're going to either move on completely, shut down their shit, and they're going to have to fire everybody. So I actually see more layoffs happening in the United States. Because if they can't get the shit they need to be imported into the country, like parts and stuff like that, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? They're going to have to cut costs somewhere, and it's going to be the people. It's not going to be product. It's already predominantly overseas. They're going to pull the plug on what they have here. Dang. They gonna pull the plug completely? Republicans kill amendment to block tax cuts for people who make over $100 million. This is your Republican Party. This is what y'all voted for. This is what y'all voted for. Republicans kill amendment to block tax cuts for people making over $100 million a year. But they had no problem in the House of Representatives voting for the $880 billion cut to Medicaid and Medicare. The House voted unanimously. 99% to 1. Only one Republican opposed that bill. Only one Republican opposed the tax cuts. Every other Republican in the House voted for it, knowing good and well it would hurt their constituents. Knowing good and well it would take money out of their state's pocket. Because every time you pay Medicaid or Medicare to a state, they get 60 cents on a dollar. So, no problem. No problem cutting into children that actually need Medicare, Medicaid, and adults that need Medicare, like disabilities. The Republican Party is not for the people, and I don't know where they're for their pockets. I just don't know how y'all let this fly. But I know they fearmongered y'all. They spread it propaganda. They made y'all feel like um migrants and immigrants and black folks was taking y'all jobs, and they were the reason that was the economy was crashing. It wasn't because of that. It's because the 1% refused to chip in. If the 1% chipped into America, everybody in the middle class will be able to survive. There would not be poor people on the street. Food would be cheaper. Gas would be cheaper. But because the 1% does not want to chip in, we are all paying for it. It had nothing to do with migrants, had nothing to do with immigrants, had nothing to do with black folks. It's the 1%, and most of the 1% look like y'all. And y'all thought they was going to save y'all. Y'all thought they was going to save y'all. Now, here's some good news. Frumpy lost a huge battle in court. The courts say that he has to unfreeze the U.S. aid. That U.S. aid was already supposed to come out. Okay? That U.S. aid was been supposed to be out towards everybody that's in every country. So now he has to unfreeze that, and he has 2 weeks, I think. Or he has till the weekend to do so. I think he has till the weekend to unfreeze it. I don't know what's going to happen to him if he doesn't unfreeze it, but the judge said he has until this weekend to unfreeze it. Remember, we still doing a nationwide boycott on the 28th. I'm going to keep reiterating that. Do not make any purchases. Do not shop online or in store. No Amazon, no Walmart, no Best Buy, no McDonald's, no fast food stores, no gas, no major retails. Do not use your credit card or debit cards for non-essential spending. Try to buy all your food by Friday, before Friday, if necessary. Okay? We're trying to make them hurt. No Home Depot, no none of that. No spending. Apple shareholders shut down attempt to unalive the diversity programs. Apple shareholders just sent a clear message. Diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives are staying put. It's in the annual meeting on Tuesday. Investors voted down a proposal from conservative think tanks that sought to eliminate Apple's DEI efforts. So they're still trying to do that. It's not working, but it's still down. It's still, trying to do that. I forgot to put this in my recap, but this is part of a dictatorship and an oligarchy. Frumpy has decided to overhaul the press area. So the White House completely overhauls the press process, moving closer to the Kremlin. So y'all know the press area where that girl with no lips be talking at. Now she is going to be in charge of what press gets into that room. So it's going to be a lot of right-wing people in that room. She's also in charge of what press actually gets to speak to Frumpy, which means a lot of right-wing press will be in those rooms. So censorship is going on a major high. You saw what happened to MSNBC, okay? Like Maddox said, there are no more, there are not that many people of color or black people there anymore as anchors. There's just one, I think. So now we're really going to have to pay attention to what's going on. The truth is going to be really hard to find if, oh, my ears are red. Somebody's talking bad about me. Who is talking about me? We're really going to have to figure out where we're going to get our news from, because if it's coming straight from them, we're not going to get the right news. But if we're not going to get the news from the people that we actually trust, like the Associated Press and things like that, this shit is going to get ugly. There is a mysterious illness that has broken out in the Congo, and it sparks global concern. I need y'all to pay attention. A deadly outbreak of an unknown disease has unalived 53 people in the Democratic Republic of Congo, with victims succumbing to the severe symptoms within 48 hours of onset. 48 hours of onset. The World Health Organization, WHO, has declassified the outbreak as a significant public health threat. And we're not in WHO anymore. We're not even in WHO anymore. So if it gets here, we're effed. If it comes to America, we're effed. Because we're not in WHO anymore. We're not in WHO. So, since January, at least 431 people have reported these symptoms, including fever, vomiting, diarrhea, muscle pain, headaches, and fatigue. The illness has a fatal rate of 12.3%, according to WHO's Africa office. Health officials have traced the outbreak back to, I don't know how to pronounce his name, so please excuse me. It's called Boloku village, where 3 children under the age of 5 have been unalived after eating a bat carcass. So the same thing that's kind of happening in China, that virus that they found in China, kind of the same thing that's happening. I think the same thing that's happening here. The children ate it. In addition to the common symptoms, the children also experienced hemorrhagic fevers, like effects, including nosebleeds, vomiting, before being unalived January the 10th and January the 13th. Let us pray. I swear, I ain't never leaving my house. Never. Also, Doge lied. Doge lied big time. So, Doge did not find over $80 billion worth of fraud. Okay? Let's make this very clear. They had to remove 5 key things from their website, 5 key accomplishments that they made in the last month, because they weren't actually true. The $8 billion cut in immigration and custom enforcement, that wasn't true. It was actually $8 million instead of $8 billion, okay? I don't know where they got from. ICE's entire budget is about $8 billion. Y'all gave $8 billion to ICE. That ain't come for immigration, okay? The $655 million cuts at the U.S. Agency for International Development, this was actually a single cut that was erroneously counted as 3 times. Okay? So it wasn't 65 million. It wasn't even close to 65 million. It now sits on the site as $18 million. Okay? That's as much as they found. A $232 million cut to Social Security Administration. Here, Mr. Blank organization appeared to have mistakenly believed that the agency had canceled a huge information technology contract. They didn't. The contract they canceled was only $560,000. The largest savings in the latest version of its list is only $1.9 billion. That's not enough to give everybody in this country a $5,000 check. They need that $880 billion cut from Medicare and Medicaid. They need that $800 million cut from Medicare and Medicaid. If they don't get that cut, they're not going to be able to get the 1% what they asked for. The White House is mad at everybody that keeps calling Gulf of Mexico, Gulf of America. They're mad because we're not acknowledging it, and we should be acknowledging it. And I'm going to say this. If you're going to change the identity of Gulf of Mexico, because that's what it's been since the inception of this country, then allow trans people to identify as they please. That's how I feel. Allow trans people to identify as they please. You can't just change the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America as you please, and then nobody acknowledges it. That's the same way y'all doing trans people. That's just my opinion. This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. U.S. Representative Joe Wilson, Republican of South Carolina, announced Tuesday that he has introduced legislation to create a $250 bill with the face of President Trumpy on it. Who got $250 in their hand? Who still carries cash? I'll wait. I don't carry cash. The only people I know that carry cash are rappers going to the strip club. We don't need no $250 bill with his face on it. We don't need an airport named after him. We don't need his birthday being recognized as a goddamn national holiday either. Okay, y'all doing too much. Y'all staying on those. I know y'all knees hurt. I know y'all knees hurt. I just know it. Ukraine's parliament, including the opposition. I want y'all to pay attention. Ukraine's parliament, including the opposition, voted unanimously to affirm that Zelensky's mandate as president remains legitimate. That no elections can be held because of the war started by Putin. Okay? And that a general election will be held as soon as the war ends. So Frumpy calling Zelensky a dictator, that's not true. It's not true. And even his opposition agrees with that. How are you going to hold an election in the middle of a war? That don't even make any sense whatsoever. It just doesn't. Doge hires a new administrator. So they have a new administrator. She's from the tech world. Her name is Amy Gleason. She's a Nashville tech executive. The only thing we have on her is Gleason attended in 1993 the University of Tennessee. She's the former director of the Center of Medicare and Medicaid Innovation in Frumpy's office. And the Obama administration in 2015 named Gleason a champion of change for her work as chief operating officer of CareSync, where she drew on her experiences to help patients and their families better coordinate care and improve health outcomes. Maybe she'll be good, maybe she won't. But it's another tech person. And that was 2015. It's 2025. There could be a lot changed in a 10-year span, especially under his administration. House Republicans, they stopped doing town hall meetings. House reps have turned their backs on town hall meetings because it's getting a little violent. Everybody's acting a fool. Everybody's acting a fool. The MAGA people, they out for them real hard. Now, I'm going to read this to you. Former KGB director said this: "We Russians put Trump in power, and he owes us payback. The election campaign is over. To achieve success in the election, Frumpy relied on certain forces to which he has corresponding obligations. As a responsible person, he will be obliged to fulfill them." Nikolai Petrusev, I think that's how you say it, Petrusev, former director of the KGB FSB, current Putin presidential aide. You do with that what you will. But we all knew that shit. We knew it. We all knew it. Now, I know a lot of people be like, what has Democrats done? What have Democrats done? I'm going to give you a list of shit Democrats have done so far. Leader Hakeem Jeffries announced, and this was yesterday, Leader Hakeem Jeffries announced that House Democrats will not provide a single vote to the reckless Republican budget. They will not be voting for that. House Democrats protested the Republican budget that slashed Medicaid on the steps of the U.S. Capitol. Pennsylvania's funding is now restored after Governor Josh Shapiro took legal action to defend the freeze from the Trumpy administration. Senator Elizabeth Warren held a forum to investigate Trumpy's and Elania's efforts to eliminate Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. That's so people won't steal our money. Okay? That's so we don't have to deal with overcharges at banks. Okay? California Governor Gavin Newsom announced the first in the nation's effort to transform under-neutralized state land and properties into new affordable housing. So the Democrats are doing shit. It's just not being shown or not being said because everything's focused on the administration that's in office right now. Now, this is some shit. The U.S. attorney that was hired by Trumpy has decided not to pursue a warrant against a senator, Republican, who assaulted a woman. Last Friday, NBC4 Washington reported that Representative Corey Mills, a married second-term Florida Republican, was the subject of an ongoing investigation by D.C. police into allegations of physical assault. A 27-year-old woman who told officers she had been dating Mills for over a year. Oh, so you cheating on your wife too? So you cheating on your wife. Okay. Called the police alleging that he had physically grabbed her and pushed her, leaving her with bruises. She reportedly allowed the officers to listen over the phone as he instructed her to lie about the origin of the injuries, which officers said appeared to be fresh when they arrived. But the story doesn't stop there. In a highly unusual development, there are three versions. The police report describing the incident, one of which was published after the NBC contacted the department. Then on Monday, it was reported that the department has submitted a warrant for Mills' arrest by the U.S. Attorney for D.C., which has jurisdiction over arrest warrants in the district. He has refused to sign it. So I'm going to make this very clear. Trumpies are going to, Republicans are going to protect Republicans. Anytime they do shit, they're going to protect each other. So y'all women, y'all better pay attention to that shit. They're going to protect each other. They're going to protect each other at all costs. It don't matter what's going on. They're going to protect each other. House Republicans' budget plans to prey on student loan borrowers to cover billionaire tax breaks. Now, the student loans they're going for, public service loan forgiveness, which gives debt relief to teachers, police officers, and other public service after 10 years of payments. I'm guessing that you're no longer going to be done after 10 years. You're going to have to keep paying. So if you're a teacher or anything like that, let's just pray that that doesn't happen. On to some gossip. Influencer Summer Wheaton was finally arrested over the fatal crash where she unalived a man, a 44-year-old man, last year. She finally got arrested on Monday. But she was also released. She has been charged with gross vehicular manslaughter while intoxicated. Girl, and she's supposed to be a wellness girl. Like on her IG page, she's supposed to be a wellness girl. I don't see no wellness in that. Whataburger employee accused of using customer's card to pay for probation fees for police say. Girl, you use somebody else's credit card to play your probation fees. You don't think they was going to catch you? Whataburger employees being investigated for potential identity theft and credit card fraud. You was already on probation. According to law enforcement, a customer reported to Sonoa officers that he visited the Whataburger drive-thru in Noonan on January 31st. The customer stated that Althea Sumter, 25, from Noonan, took his card and vanished for several minutes. Later, the customer discovered that a $400 charge made to Quataw County State Court Public Office, probation office, was put on there. How you managed to do that in goddamn seconds? How you managed to do that in seconds? I'm just curious. You walked away for a minute and you was able to put that all on his damn card at one time? Girl, you was already on probation. You about to be in trouble for real, for real. No lie. Probation or not. Judge allows Jay-Z's defamation suit against Tony Busby to proceed with trial. Tony messed up. He actually liked a post in 2024 that stated that Jay-Z could allegedly be the unnamed defendant. Tony Busby has already lost his license to practice in New York. He gonna be poor. He not gonna be able to represent nobody. Jay-Z is gonna come for all his money, every last bit of it. Y'all know that super mayor, Tiffany Henyard. Y'all remember her? The mayor that nobody liked. The mayor that is she a black woman? They jumped. Yeah. She lost her campaign. She lost in a landslide. She only got 12% of the vote. A black man named Jason House got her up and out of there, and I'm happy. I'm so happy that happened because, baby, you was doing too much, way too much. Now, this is weird. 3 American women found unalive in Belize beach resort. 3 of them. 3 American women. The 3 American women found unalive at a Belize beach resort. Authorities in Belize are investigating the tragic unaliving of 3 of them. The victims identified as 23-year-old Katara. I can't pronounce the last name. I'm not going to mess it up. A 24-year-old Iman, and then a 24-year-old Wafay. Were staying at a Royal Cal Beach resort, according to police. Officials suspect an overdose may have played a role. An overdose? Resort staff became concerned after surveillance footage showed the women entering their rooms Thursday night and not re-emerging. When repeated attempts to contact them failed, hotel employees used master keys to check in the room Saturday morning, where they discovered all the bodies. First responders noted that the presence of froth around their mouth and a potential sign of OD. Authorities also reported finding, party favors and lit drinks on the scene. But it was gummies. It was gummies. We're not saying, and I quote, we're not saying at this time that gummies were the cause, but we're looking into every possibility. I don't think, can you OD off gummies? I'm asking. Can you OD off gummies? Yes, no, help me out. No, yes, no, yep. Okay, so it's mixed reviews. That's mixed, because I ain't never heard nobody do that off no gummies. I ain't never heard no shit like that. Not flour. What do you mean not flour? What does not flour mean? Thank you, Boss Hog. If it's, yeah, I think that, Blaze, if it is, yes. Now this right here, black women, this is not our problem, but I'm still going to report it. Excuse me. Georgia woman charged with involuntary manslaughter and fatal pew-pewing of her boyfriend. She said she accidentally put some heat into him. After coming home from the club, messed up. She said she was cleaning her pew-pew and it accidentally went off. Now, she was arrested in Cobb County. He was pronounced unalived at the hospital. Um, Hannah Cobb is, Hannah Cobb is facing, is a suspect. Waynesboro was where it happened. Let me make this very clear. He had several messages stating how he felt about black women. One, he said this, NIGGA here, say he'll F-U-C-K a YT dog before he'll F-U-C-K a black girl. He said, if a dog, I would F a dog before I F a black woman. It got to be a white dog, though. He also had several tweets about black women. I told my, you know what, he got team white girls only, you know. Now, he also made a post talking about he would pew pew for her. I'll pew pew about her. I ain't scared to say that I will be unalived about her. Well, you are unalived by her. You unalived by her. His cousin is saying that he does not agree with what he had to say about black women, but it's not fair for black women to judge him. Why not? Every time we turn around, it's one of these women taking y'all out, and it's always y'all have some type of hate towards black women. Every time. It never fails. It never fails. That's why I always wait. When I see a mixed couple, I always wait to see what he said about us. It never fails. I always wait and see what they have to say about black women before I start talking and trying to, you know, put my 2 cents in. Because, baby, I'm judging. You ask for what you got for. You put that in the message. He put that in the message. And if she gets off, she gets off. Y'all gonna stop messing with Emmett Till's enemies. I keep telling y'all that. U.S. is facing the worst flu season in 15 years, okay? I need y'all to be very, 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 very aware of this. Nearly 29 million cases have happened. Over 370,000 people have been hospitalized. And there has been 16,000 unalivings due to the flu. My brother just got out the ER with flu. Please keep yourself healthy. Okay? Because that ain't no joke. Did y'all know we had a spacecraft in out there for 980 days floating around that just came back? I'm gonna tell you right now, that spacecraft need to stay where it's at. We don't know what you bringing back. We got enough shit on this earth that's already effed up. Okay, we already got enough on this earth. You keep your ass in orbit. Don't come back here. We don't know where you been for 980 days. Ain't nobody tell us y'all was gone. Ain't nobody say nothing about this damn spacecraft being in orbit for 980 days. Where the fuck you been? I'm just saying, don't bring your ass down here. We okay. We don't need nothing else here in America. It's a military space plane. Okay? Launched aboard SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket. The vehicle executed an aerobaking maneuvers while conducting classified experiments. Nope. You said classified experiments. Nope. We good. Don't bring y'all asses back here. There's some alien shit. No, we're not doing classified experiments. We already got enough shit going on down here. We just had, I'm gonna report this now instead of tomorrow. We just had our first measles unaliving in Texas. Someone has been unalived by measles. No joke. So we don't need nothing else here. We don't need nothing else here. Nothing else, okay? Unemployment numbers have spiked in Washington, D.C. Frumpy is really happy about it. I don't know why. I don't know why. But I do love this. Britain launches a crackdown on hyper-masculine social media. So all these red pill men, they won't have any social media in Britain. I wish that could happen here, but you know, people buy mics by a dime a dozen. Every time we turn around, we get a new red pill man. Every damn time. But Britain is on the right track. They also fucked up. The UK government plans to change copyright laws to allow AI companies to train models on artist content found online. So AI will be able to recreate artist voices. So 1,000 artists released silent album to protest the UK copyright. I would not create any more music in the UK if y'all just gonna steal it and use my voice to recreate something. Yeah, we not doing that. We ain't doing that at all. Last but not least, and I know y'all like to tussle with me in the comments, but I'm going to say it any damn way. If y'all saw that picture of that little girl in my recap, there's a picture of a little girl. She's on a cotton box. She's got her hair done. She's got on a little dress. Little girl. It's actually not a little girl. It is actually a former president. It's a former president. Now, I'm going to say this. I think gender is a social construct. I'm a woman. I'm a cis woman. I'm a female. I don't like being called cis woman, but I'm a natural born woman. Yes. You go to the picture. It's closer to the end of my video. It's actually one of our presidents. I can't remember which one it is, but yeah. And it's an early old video, old photo. But I'm saying gender is a social construct because didn't a lot of y'all wear wigs? A lot of Europeans wear wigs. Didn't y'all wear wigs and makeup? Didn't y'all wear dresses at one point? I mean, didn't women have to dress up like men to act in certain movies, in certain plays? And now all of a sudden, y'all got a problem with people being who they are? Y'all got a problem with that. Y'all are so disgusted by how a person lives their life. If they're not inflicting on you, yes, they wore high heels too. The men wore more makeup than women, and these were white men. They wore more makeup than the women. But y'all got a problem with it now. Y'all got a problem with it now. I think a lot of people are scared of their own fears. If you got a problem with a trans person, that means you've had thoughts about being with a trans person and you feel bad about your thoughts. You feel very uncomfortable about your own thoughts. Because we've always wore bell bottoms, tight pants, tight shirts. Hell, I saw the picture of an Isley Brothers cover and everybody was tight on that boy. Jimi Hendrix, Prince, Lenny Kravitz. There's always been a gender, there's always been a mix. And let me make something very clear. Men and women both carry masculine and feminine energy. You may not like it, but that is facts. It's just what you choose to tap into. There are men who are metrosexual, who like keeping their nails clean, who like looking nice, who put more effort into their looks. You have girls who have never been comfortable in tight clothing. So everything is always loose. And they both are straight as hell. They're both straight. But y'all got a problem with somebody not being comfortable in their own bodies. If you got so much of a problem with somebody existing in this world, then you need to check in with God. You need to have a conversation with God, because you're the problem. You are the problem. Any man that got a problem with a trans woman, you got impure thoughts in your head. I call it like it is. You gonna be a Bootsy. Because I feel like Bootsy is one of those men that is always gonna open his mouth about gay people in the gay community because he has impure thoughts. And he don't know how to control them. Trans people are just people. They're no different from anybody else. And if you got a problem with them existing, then there's something wrong with you, and you're not of God. Because God always said, love thy neighbor. He never said judge. Because when you point the finger, you got 4 pointing back at you. Be mindful of that when y'all start judging people in their existence. Because one day you may end up with a child or a family member or hell, a parent that maybe decide to change their appearance or may not be happy in the body that they're in. What you gonna do then? Y'all better start thinking about that shit. Everybody goes to judgment one day. And you're gonna be judged on everything you do and how you treat people. And it ain't gonna be about the money or the accomplishments you had on this earth. It's gonna be how you treated people. Y'all have a good day. Make sure y'all check out the recap video. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye TikTok. Bye YouTube. I'm hungry. Damn it, it won't let me close out. Bye y'all.